All right, we are good. We're good. We're live.
Excellent.
Up, everybody?
Hell yeah. Yeah, we are live. Like when you say we are actually live this time for once.
I was
so.
ready. I had that button ready. Yeah.
He's like, I pushed the button, then I pushed the button again, and then I logged in, and then they asked me, "Are you sure you want to go live?" And then I said yes, and then they asked me one more time, and now we're live. So good. Doug says, "Good job, John."
That's
And the audio
the
sounds
anti DSP webcam incident button.
I feel like nobody knows who DSP is in chat or other than me. So,
Well, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, put W's in chat if you know who DSP is.
No Vacancy Media says Tampa Bay represent. Damn right, brother.
Damn right, brother. So, Taco Man said made it live, and yes, the audio sounds good. John figured out he had to put a cord in another place.
My cat chewed
cord-
through the TRRS cable, and I did not realize.
Oh, fuck!
Speaking of
I just
things no
spilled
one
beer
knows
all
what they
over
are.
myself. That's crazy.
Speaking,
crazy
speaking
time
of that same cat, before we get started, guys, I was at the emergency vet till midnight last night because my cat decided to eat packing peanuts and was throwing up bile all over.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Weak
Did they have
immune
to-
system. Packing peanuts are nutritious and delicious.
They do, John. They had to pump it out or pull it out, or what'd they do?
They just like gave him some fluids and that was it. I mean, it must have been a translation error, the whole peanut thing, but he's good now. I explained it to him.
Thought they were circus peanuts,
Oh,
which he should also not be eating. I
Yeah,
don't think those are actually edible.
It's like John's favorite candy.
I love circus.
Yeah, they're pretty
peanuts.
good. Yeah.
All right, candy tier list is the closer tonight.
We can do a candy tier list. I was thinking pizza topping tier list, but
We had that one on the
more
docket,
topical
but
now.
yeah, that was on the docket. We can't switch it up. We'll do candy tier list for Halloween.
Let's do best packing materials your cat could eat at midnight tier list.
could also do obscure
Chill.
acronym tier list as well. And you guys can lead it. It'd be really wonderful. But yeah, go.
I'd be so bad at that.
Anyway, should we
Oh.
start talking about Epitaph
No.
Records and its
No.
wonderful catalog of releases?
No,
Always-
let's just chill. Let's just chill. You know what's up,
Chill for a
guys?
sec.
Yeah, let's just relax. Let's take a little stretch here.
We
Let's
have
see what the people are saying.
we have the giveaway today too.
Do we? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. This guys, if you didn't comment on the Seth's post, we're giving away the Fat Wreck flash art sheet today. So I'm probably gonna do it right in the middle after the
cool,
Clash
cool.
of the Titans with Union 13 and Straight Faced.
It's a big one, dude. Oh, real quick, Immortal Coil says get your predictions in. If you haven't done it, it's in the announcements. It's above my live, and then we push the announcement. Then Dylan immediately posted another announcement right after that, so you
Well,
might
I-
have missed it.
I didn't see it. I posted it before.
No, you didn't. You posted it after. Like Immortal Coil posted the predictions, and you immediately.
Oh, that was a few
posted-
hours.
Was it a few hours? That was like almost like immediately. But I mean, I was at work. It don't matter. Get your predictions in if you missed it.
You may have
So
the
before we go.
delayed send on the notifications like I do.
It's possible.
Yeah. No,
So,
4 hours.
Crash and Bleach says best wishes to John's cat. Murderholic says love Sour Patch Kids. They're pretty good. I mean, you can't go wrong. And John's showing the artwork that you're giving away from the Lagwagon video, correct?
Yeah. So you get Lagwagon, Swinging Utters, No Effects, and Frenzel Rom.
Yeah.
These sheets.
So they get all four. That's pretty fucking.
Yeah,
sweet.
you get all four.
Yeah. Mortal Coil says only 15 people have to do it. So there's some people who haven't filled out their predictions. So we'll give everyone a second before we get in here. We'll check with chat. Go do your predictions real quick. It's posted in the announcements. You'll find it. It's what Immortal Coil has posted. Let's see here. No Vacancy Media says gotta check out Sour Boys by Oompaville. That's like he made like gummies, right? That YouTuber. Maybe they're good. What's it with all these people making like gummies and stuff now? So Mr. Beast is making Lunchables.
Anything not to have a real job, man. It's pretty cool though.
I wish I could sell gummies. I wish I could
Me
be a
too.
gummy salesman.
I've been like
Yeah.
working on a career for like 14 years, and like what a waste of time.
Like, like Snips Ring says, "What's up, boys? What's up?" Like Nip, like Snip Rings. I'm just gonna say that. It's too difficult to say. Like Snip Rings. Is that hard? Is it just me? Is that a hard name to say?
It's not hard to say.
All right, it's probably just me then. I'm never gonna win, but good luck to everyone else. Is downward is heavenward.
That's the
Need to
spirit.
be so. Don't need to be so downward. Downward is heavenward.
Right now in the flash art giveaway, I think there's only like 65 entries, so you got a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
I have it.
Is
up
there
on
a
the
love
screen.
equals death flash art on here? Surely.
No.
Damn it.
Almost Punk Enough says Saw circle jerks last night, and I can see why John got annoyed with Keith. I don't know. Did you get annoyed with Keith, or did you just not like the circle jerks?
It just
I don't know.
Lewis can back me up here. It just felt like they played forever. You know, like when you.
I don't think that was like one of the most unhappiest I've ever seen you at a show.
Yeah.
I think was watching the Circle Jerks.
Dude, like
pretty fun.
listening to like 60 30-second songs it'll wear on you when they all
I'll
sound
say
the
this:
same.
I saw them with Off, and he went on a whole tirade about respecting the venue and like being, don't be too rowdy and stuff. It was pretty funny. And apparently, Immortal Coil saw them recently as well. He said he gave like kind of the same thing, where he's like, respect the venue, and I'm like, very punk rock to respect the venue. Not that you
It's
should
probably
just
bullshitting.
respect the venue. No, he was being serious. He like stopped the show because somebody was being like a dickhead, and he went on like a 5-minute tirade about respecting the venue. He was 100% serious. So,
A man
Well,
of
were you-
principle.
Were people disrespecting the venue?
I have no idea. He just it like happened out of nowhere. Someone might have been disrespecting the video. I didn't see it though. I didn't see any
Apparently-
disrespect towards the video.
Murderholic says he says that all the time, which I don't remember it, but we saw the last time I saw the Circle Jerks was like probably like what 15 years ago. John, whatever the hell was.
It was 21 years ago. It was 2003.
I might have saw them in LA, I think, but I don't remember. It was a long day of just like 1,000 bands. But yeah, they're whatever. Yeah, I agree. They were pretty grating after a while. It's kind of like seeing 7 Seconds, who I like more, except they just talk less, so it just goes faster. So
Yeah, I guess that's probably true. So
All right, let's go.
yeah,
Enough.
enough of this yapping. Let's go ahead and get into this, and I guess we'll start with John here. We've got Social Distortion, Nursery Rhymes, and something
Hard
up
time.
against
It's hard times and nursery rhymes.
Nursery Rhymes up against
The hard times
Bouncing-
are first.
The Hard Times are first, then the Nursery Rhymes up against Bouncing Souls, Hopeless Romantic. What do you have to say about these two records, John? Because you've defended this Social
I
Distortion
love this
record.
Social D record, and I think this Bouncing Souls record is overrated. I really do. I feel like it's way below Summer Vacation and Anchors, and I know this is a lot of people's favorite. I think there's a handful of good songs, but
definitely.
there's a lot of fluff on this album. The Social D record gets hate because it's got like some country influence, some Americana. It feels a little bit like a grandpa record, but like I think it's really good. I think this is like front to back. This is a great Social D record. It's probably my second favorite one. So I'm going with Social D, Hard Times. I don't think it stands much of a chance in this top quadrant, but yeah, that's where I'm going.
All right, Dylan, what do you have to say about these two records?
Hard times and nursing home rhymes. These guys are old as shit. Put them in the dirt. Get them the fuck out of here. Bouncing Souls are moving on. Not
yet.
this fucking
Dylan agrees it.
three quarters life crisis. Harley Davidson. Fucking theme song music. Fuck Social Distortion.
Well,
And I don't even think Hopeless Romantic's that great of a record, but it's better than this. And Night on Earth is a fucking awesome song, and I'm voting for Bouncing Souls.
yeah, I mean, the Hopeless Romantic has a lot of good songs from like Kid and the title track. I think it is a little overrated by the fan base. I'll say that, but the Social D record is it's really boring. I
No
don't
way.
understand the
No
love for
way.
it. It is so boring. I like there's a time where I can like I kind of feel the vibe of it and I kind of get it, but I think once like Bakersfield hit, I was pretty bored by like what a boring song Bakersfield is, and the whole album is just so mid-tempo, and like it's hard for me to imagine this being somebody's second favorite Social Distortion album, honestly, John. That's pretty surprising, but I mean, you do you. I respect it. I'm not gonna. So, I mean, you guys are going to hate on some stuff that I like tonight, so I won't hate too hard. But honestly, I thought it was a pretty mid Social Distortion record. They've had a lot better. So I'm going with the Bouncing Souls. Lewis?
Oh, man. It always hurts me when I got to vote against. Like, I have a Social D tattoo on my back that I got when I was rocking a pompadour and working on classic cars and all that stuff that goes along with it. You remember that, John, right?
Oh, yeah.
But,
how could I forget?
I think you guys are a little harsh on this record. This is a pretty good record. I think Sex, Love, and Rock and Roll, if that's another long title, I think that one's better than this one, and I prefer older Social D over this. I saw somebody said White Light in the comments, and that's my favorite Social D record easily. I think this matchup, I'm going to go with the Souls. I agree. I think this is an overrated record by the fan base, but it's certainly better than this Social D record. So, yeah, let's go with the Bouncing Souls on this guy.
Damn.
Yeah, I agree. So the Bouncing Souls are moving on. And what does the chat have to say?
That's whack.
Chat is 76% Bouncing Souls, 24% Social Distortion. So we've got a quarter of the audience standing firmly by John on this decision.
Yeah, we just want to slick back our hair and eat cheeseburgers, man. And a nice milkshake.
John loves his milkshakes and ice cream, so yeah, he's getting the vibes from the Social Distortion now. It makes him think of like a milkshake, drinking a milkshake with his grandpa. Listen to the Social Distortion. But let's see here. What are people
Benny
saying?
And the Jets.
Someone says, John, you're just hopeless. That's
good.
That is good.
Douglas Shell says, Hopeless Romantic is overrated as fuck, but Social D was over 25 years ago. So Doug just hating on any band that's not like Lifetime and Grimshine.
The one old school band I like, it just gets shit on. I don't get it. I can't do
I like Social
I can't do
Distortion.
this-
I just didn't like
yeah.
this record.
You like Bad Religion.
Yeah.
It's the same bracket.
I'm just trying to punk correctly, and I'm just picking all the wrong bands, apparently.
You're picking the wrong man. Just
Yeah.
say you like the Circle Jerks, and we'll call it a day. Say you love Minor Threat more than Limp Bizkit, and everyone will forgive you. An impossible task. Let's see here. Bobby Moore says Bouncing Souls all day. Social D is overrated. Murderholic says W. Dylan. Immortal Coil says Dylan preach it. So everyone's impressed with Dylan's decision here to pick Bouncing Souls. No, nothing on me and Lewis. That's fine. We did the same thing. Don't have to mention us. No. So we'll go to the.
That was
next
more
one.
provocative and opinionated.
I guess that was true. You're just shitting on Social Distortion. So. Punk Rock Guru says I don't wear Adidas anymore, but Bouncing Souls all day. Downwards Hemmer says I love Social D's, but Hard Times is not a good album. I'm trying to find someone to say something. Okay, here. Downwards Hemmer says Milkshakes are awesome. So there we go. We've got somebody on John's side.
Come on, Machine Gun Blues is a banger. There's so many good songs on this record. You guys are crazy.
Let's move on to the next one here, and Dylan, you're going to start us off here. It's going to be Remo Drive, Greatest Hits, up against Pennywise, album number 7. From the sorry, I wanted to almost said From the Ashes. It is From the Ashes. I'm getting it mixed up with other albums. Go ahead, Dylan.
I do not know what number the album is, so I won't confirm or deny your claim. But I think this is a pretty solid Pennywise record, and it's got a few good songs like Something to Change and God Save the USA. And what else does this have?
Fall apart.
Yesterday's,
yeah.
So yeah, I don't like emo stuff generally. I do think that this Remo Drive thing is more pop punk than emo.
Yeah.
But the Pennywise record's better.
All right, so I'm gonna talk about the Remo Drive for 1 second here, real quick. I'm not picking Remo Drive. It's kind of in hindsight, kind of a mismatch to even like suggest that they get added in here. There's such like they're like nothing else that's on here. So I'll just say real quick, Remo Drive, when they came out, this was a very important record in like the pop punk and emo scene. It was like very raw, it was very different, it was very unique, and a lot of people absolutely love this record. Now, they named this record Greatest Hits. And after this record, they decided to shift their sound a little bit from this kind of grungy emo sound into a little bit more like indie rock sound. And all of their fans fucking hated it. and they got so bitter that they actually hate this album now. And there have been like Reddit threads of them arguing with their own fan base, basically telling them to fuck off about not liking their newer stuff and everything like that. So pretty amusing. I liked Greatest Hits when it came out. I don't think it aged as well already from the couple years ago, but there's some good songs on it, like You're Killing Me and I'm Not My Own Doctor. This Pennywise album is fine. I think this is the part of Pennywise where you could honestly probably say they make the same album all the time, and this would probably be like the most accurate that criticism could ever be is when this album came out. But I'll go with Pennywise just because like it's not going to make any sense for Remo Drive to even go forward, though I like both records fine enough. So sorry, that was my ramble.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
The most surprising part of that was the fact that Remo Drive has fans, and how loud Dylan can click his mouse was the other surprising thing.
Oh, really?
He's clicking pretty loud.
That's some aggressive hunting right there. I think,
I'm barely touching it.
Yeah.
It's like,
I was listening. I'd never listened to this Remo Drive record, and I'm always open to hear something new, and it just didn't really click with me. But like now that you told me that factoid, like I would definitely get along with the band because I hate this fucking record too. So,
yeah, they hate the record as much as you guys do.
Yeah. This I thought this sucked. I didn't enjoy it at all. I like From the Ashes. I don't think it's maybe a top 6 Pennywise record for me, but it's and it's a record that came out like when I was like, I don't know, 18 or so I have a lot of nostalgia for it. So it's really ingrained in me. So this wasn't even going to be close to begin with, and then it ended up being a shitty record. So no offense, I'm sure they have fans. I see we have one in the thing, but yeah, not for me. So
I think it was just Doug who picked it out of hatred for Pennywise.
All right, well, I'll pick one of I would have picked any Pennywise record over this Remo Drive, so it wouldn't have mattered. Fine. So
all right, well, John, you should just pick Remo Drive for the fuck of it. I'm kidding.
Hey, we almost had 100%. For Pennywise.
I know. Doug, I guarantee you Doug messed it up. Oh, no, Doug says I think I picked Pennywise, so someone else picked Remo Drive.
You think you picked Pennywise.
How do you think?
Doesn't sound that confident.
That's true. I don't remember. He's high as fuck right now.
I'm listening to Elliot's spiel about Remo Drive, the whole Wikipedia article, and I'm watching 100%, 100%, 100%, and then boom, 97. But yeah, none of it matters. It's like
my spiel won somebody over in chat.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Remo Drive sucks, man. I don't know. I knew when I saw this album cover it was gonna suck, and it's pretty fitting.
Wow.
It's this is probably like my number. I think Lewis is about right. Probably like 5 Pennywise album, but it still rocks. It's one of the best albums on this. Sorry excuse for a bracket. So let's go From the Ashes.
I told my girl before I went on here, I was like, I'm gonna have to listen to all 3 of them just shit on Remo Drive.
It was bad, dude. It was real bad.
It's not that bad. It's got it's got a vibe to it. It's better than the Social Distortion album. But we'll continue.
Yeah, that seems blasphemous.
Let's move on, Pennywise, and let's end it there. No need to talk about Remo Drive anymore.
You're gonna have like a pack of angry greasers show up at your house, man. You keep dropping stuff like that.
Hey, I mean, every other Social Distortion record's better than Remo Drive. So, but let's get into this next one here, which is gonna be me. It's gonna be the Dwarves versus Drain. I would say like. I don't mind screamy music, as Dylan likes to call it, which is all punk, apparently. So if you don't like screamy music, you just despise punk rock. That one commenter. And that Drain's pretty good, and like I'm not gonna say it's like a bad record or anything. Like it goes hard to some extent. It just all sounds the same to me, if I'm gonna be honest. Like most of this new hardcore stuff just all sounds the exact same to me, and I'm like, I'm sure this is like fucking awesome live, but it's like whatever. I guess I like the Shakewell feature more than most things on the record. That song was kind of cool, but I'm going with the Dwarves. The Dwarves album kicks ass. It has a ton of fucking great songs. I Can't Deny is like one of the best Dwarves songs. That distorted bass intro is just, it gets me hyped every fucking time I hear it. So I'm going with the Dwarves are young and good looking. That's what this one's called, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Yes. All right. So Lewis, what do you got to say about the Dwarves versus Drain?
Yeah, this is pretty much my same sentiments. I thought that Drain record was really boring. I mean, boring in an exciting way. It's hard to explain. I mean, it's just a lot of the same throughout. Like,
Yeah.
like
This would
it's
be
like
awesome live, right? But
I was like, going listening to it. I'm like, this is not what I expected. I never heard it. So I looking at the cover. I'm like, what the shit is this? And then, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of unexpected. Then I'm just like, oh, how long is this song? And it just never ended. So yeah, nothing really too inspiring that I haven't heard a million times before.
yeah.
I mean, you could say the same thing about the Dwarves, but they're one of John's favorite bands, and this record's pretty good. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to give it to the Dwarves and the nudity on the album cover, because that should be worth extra points. So
Almost Punk Enough real quick says the Drain disrespect is crazy. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I
Dude,
think we'll survive. But John, what do you have to say about these two records?
when this Drain record came out, people went crazy for like it was like literally
Overrated.
it was
I know.
everywhere. People love this band. And like I'll put it on and I'll be like, this just sounds like every other hardcore record. I don't really understand what all the
I don't
hype is
either.
about.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like it's fine, but I mean they're not the Dwarves, right? The Dwarves are the greatest rock band in the world, so of course they invented rock and roll, so I'm going to vote for them.
Yeah. All right. All right. And Dylan, what do you have to say about Drain versus Dwarves?
Sorry, I muted my mic because I've been made aware of my mouse's loud noises.
You just stop clicking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was clicking on Spotify to listen to different songs. I never really got the Dwarves, to be completely 100% transparent. Dr. Disrespect. I never really got them. I don't get the appeal. To me, they're like the Queers as far as lyrics go, but
better.
with no, not better. With musical instrumentation behind those lyrics that doesn't resonate as much with me. That being said, the Drain, like you said, all the songs sound the same. I get it. That's punk rock. That's the whole fucking shtick and all that stuff. But certain bands, I like all the songs sounding the same. Other bands, not so much. I think they seem like cool guys and a funny band. I saw the singer like beating someone up with a pool noodle in a concert video one time, which was pretty funny.
Sure,
But the Dwarves.
The Dwarves take it. The Dwarves take it. So I was laughing at Immortal Coil saying Dylan came out as gay last week. Don't forget. Let's not forget.
That's one of my bias for the Queers.
Crash and Bleed.
yeah, there you go.
Crash and Bleed said boobs. What's not to get?
Yeah, of course.
Gabe Hill says Blag is the best front man. He's a good front man. Someone, where was it at? Let's see here. Downward Hemmer says I like songs with my breakdowns. Okay, so you're saying Drain is all breakdown.
Breakdowns.
That's I got.
Good.
Someone
I will
else
say
said-
the guitar tone is pretty fucking insane on the album.
Yeah, and it's not bad. It's a solid hardcore record. It's just it is what it is, to be honest.
They seem
I don't
like the
get too much
nicest dudes too. I watched their when they go to like Amoeba, the What's in Your Bag on YouTube.
Yeah.
They seem like the most genuine nice dudes. So I gave some points, but not enough to catch the Dwarves. They're alright.
Nice guys finished last.
Jonah LaFear says, "How is 10 Foot Pole's album Rev not on here?" Well, I don't know if
On
I'm
Epitaph,
assuming. Is it on Epitaph?
Yeah,
I have no
Oh,
idea.
shit, maybe it is.
It is. It's
I
in
think
the.
we put it on there. I'm
should
pretty
be
sure
in
we
the
have it on
bracket.
here. Yeah. So I mean, Jonah, if you don't, I've never seen you before. If you don't know, this is a part 1 of 12. So you'll have to tune in next Wednesday, maybe 10.
Oh, you mean Epitaph released more than 16 records?
Yes, Epitaph.
I didn't know that. That's pretty insane.
A couple more.
We gotta
Anywho.
check though. Actually, I don't remember seeing it. Yeah, we'll check.
We'll double check just in case. I don't know. Yeah, how much Jonah knows.
By the way, John, if it's not too much trouble, can you zoom me out a little? I'm like barely staying in the frame. It feels like.
Zoom you out.
I don't know if it's my fault or not. Anyway, what's next?
Next we've got Straight-Faced Pulling Teeth up against Union 13, an album. I can't remember what it's called. So
Pooling Teeth, of course.
Pulling Teeth up against Union 13. I can get the album 1 second here. Union 13. The album is Why Are We Destroying Ourselves? And Lewis, go.
I feel like I always get the worst matchups, like right off the bat. Like I didn't really like this set at all. I know we have some Union 13 fans in here, but that album's just okay. But you know what? It's more okay than the Straight-Faced record because I still hate those vocals. So I'm going with Union 13 as my pick here. I don't have much to say about either of these records. I don't like either of them, but Union 13 is going to take the win for me. So
all right, John, this epic mashup, this Clash of Titans. What do you have to say?
I have an immeasurable amount of indifference to this matchup. It's just like, oh my god, Union 13 is the ultimate punkorama band, and Straight-Faced is just bad. I'll go with Union 13 just because I hate that Straight-Faced album cover. So, but it doesn't matter. It's going against the Dwarves, so whatever.
Both of these album covers suck ass.
Yeah.
Straight-Faced, they're like trying to be like a new metal band almost on this record, and it does not work in their favor. It's all semantics because we know what's gonna happen next. So Union 13 moves on for me.
Should have lifted up the chat, man. I honestly, Straight-Faced. I'll say this: the Straight-Faced and Union 13 records are improvements over both of their previous showings on the Epitaph bracket. They have improved both of them as a band since we last saw them. But
I'm not so sure about the Straight-Faced one.
No, I actually like the Straight-Faced one. It kind of works for me. They do the new metal thing, and I actually kind of like it. I think it will win a little hard sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Like not anything incredible, but I liked it a little more than Union 13 one. And the voice, I don't know why. I think I got used to it. I ended up listening to the entire record, which I try to go through these as much as I can before tapping out out of boredom or like I need to move on. I actually ended up listening to the whole Straight-Faced record, and I was like, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. So I'm going Straight-Faced Pulling Teeth on this one.
You need to donate your brain to science.
I liked it.
No, if they wanted to incorporate new metal, they should have just done what Madball did on that last record.
It's not as good as Madball. I'm not even gonna say Madball record's way better. I'm just saying I at least appreciated the evolution of the band, which I thought was more interesting than Union 13 just learning how to record themselves. So
what?
But yeah,
Is it 2-2?
No. It's Union 13 has won, and let's go to the chat. And Union 13 is at 85%, and Straight-Faced is at 15%. We're gonna end the poll, and let's see what people are saying.
I already know 2 comments you're gonna read.
We got some killer comments.
I know. Douglas L says more like Union 4 out of 10. Sorry,
that's generous.
Good.
And there's a lot of gay Dylan jokes here, so
I told you that in confidence, and you are exploiting it.
You said it live. The Straight-Faced album was sick. Reminds me of Snapcase. That's what I thought. I thought it was pretty cool. I agree with you.
Yeah, you guys are idiots.
Let's hear. Jonah says, I didn't know it was a series. My bad. And yes, it's on Epitaph. It's all right. It's fine. Jacob Willis says, basically 2 out of 10. Okay. Like Snipstring says, Straight-Face. Dylan's. Dylan's band is gay faced. Homosexual faced, if you will. And like Snipring says, I will. All right.
LGBTQIA plus faced.
Nothing wrong with being homosexual faced. Let's move on to the next matchup here, which is going to be John.
Every week this just devolves into more and more degeneracy.
Let's move to John. I don't know
The
if John.
gay
do you
9/11 conspiracist.
John, do you want to do the first round here, then do the giveaway? Like we'll finish this other side before we get into the second round. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So you start us off with Immortal Coil's favorite band, The Locust, up against Tiger Army's music from Regions Beyond.
Yeah, it's illegal in some states to do what the Locust did to my ears, listening to this album. This is terrible. Like what the noise core. I was so glad when the style died out. It's terrible. Like I don't like Tiger Army really, but like one of them. I don't know if I got through like 3.5 songs on the Locust and I was tapping out. So like, yeah, give me Tiger Army.
Yeah. Dylan, what do you have to say of The Locust? What is it? Plague Soundscapes up against Tiger Army. Music from Region Beyonds.
Tiger Army's kind of always rubbed me the wrong way because their just whole thing is AFI, but fucking rockabilly, psychobilly, whatever.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I mean, it's pretty hypocritical coming from me because I listen to a bunch of bands that try to sound like the Ramones, but I mean, at least they picked the right shtick to go with. I mean, if they just copied AFI straight up, like cool, whatever, but the psychobilly thing doesn't do it for me.
All right, no, sorry, go ahead.
But that being said, Tiger Army is gonna move on.
All right. I'll say, I mean, the psychobilly thing makes it like way more unique instead of just like copying AFI. They definitely do like the gothic AFI thing with the psychobilly. I think this album's really fucking good. I think Pain's a good song. Ghost of Memory is a good song. I really like Tiger Army. I think they're kind of an underrated band sometimes. Cool album logo as well. Lots of people with that Tiger Army tattoo. But I'll say this. If you've ever been in a room full of people and the storm emergency warning alert sounds on all of your phone at the same time, and you start headbanging to it, and you think, oh, this could be a song, you might like The Locust. So that's what I hear.
Yeah.
It just sounds like a bunch.
God-awful.
It sounds like a bunch of fucking noise. If you just, it sounds like car doors being slammed shut, somebody screaming in the background, and then somebody's phone is ringing at the same time. I mean, it is what it is. It's that noise rock noise core stuff, but I've never particularly liked it. I think it's pretty god-awful, and I'm going with Tiger Army because it's like a great record versus something that's completely unlistenable. Go ahead, Lewis. What do you have to say?
Yeah, I mean, let's shit on the Locust some more. I mean, because John, I think we saw. Were you at the show where we saw them open for Andrew WK? Were you at that show?
I think, yeah, because we heard it from outside and we thought it was just Transformers having sex, but it was the Locust.
Yeah, and we went in, and this was one of those bands everyone was talking about. Like, you got to see these time signatures this band is using. Explaining this to me, like I was like 17, like I give a shit. Like I was just like, what does it sound like? And it was just cacophonous nonsense. And it's like basically if an art installation put out a record on Epitaph, it's whatever. So, I guess he has a really fast drum leg. Cool for him. This Tiger Army record is underrated. I saw someone in the comments say this album rips. I think Dylan was a little harsh on them. This psychobilly stuff rules. The Tiger Army is the best at it, in my opinion. Forever Fades Away is another just like awesome rock song on this record too. Like rock pop crossover style song.
Afterworld, great song.
Yeah,
too.
dude, this whole album's good. Two, 3, and 4 by Tiger Army are absolute bangers. I mean, 1 is good as well, but you have to be in a mindset, and 5's like okay, but. Man, 2, 3, and 4, you can't really go wrong. So it's going to be Tiger Army all day. I love Tiger Army.
Yeah, I go with Tiger Army, definitely. All right, so it's a clean sweep for Tiger Army here. Now let's go to the chat. The chat is 84% Tiger Army and Immortal Coil % The Locust. So
No way.
I think he likes this band. Immortal Coil does. He's a big fan. I think he says if you don't get it, you don't get it.
He likes those time signatures.
He likes the time signatures. And
they were nice guys too. Like they came out after they played and they like took their masks off and they bullshitted with everybody and they gave out stickers about wearing a condom. Like they were cool, but
like I get it. I mean, like I listen to like some of them as shitty fucking crack rock bands that like guitars aren't tuned. It sounds like they recorded on an iPhone, and I still could not get into the Locust. I don't know.
Do you guys remember the Blood Brothers?
Yeah, yep.
It was equally as bad. This whole style is just god awful.
I never understood it. We don't particularly get. Let's see what else people are saying. Douglas Shell says Tiger Army fans are the worst. They're like punk rock adult Disney fans. I feel like Doug's just shitting on whoever. I feel like is he? I thought he was like cheering on Tiger Army to beat Pennywise. I'm pretty sure he is, even though he hates them. So, Bobby Moore says this Tiger Army record is underrated. And Morocco says Jerry Finn last album, was it the Tiger Army one?
Had to be.
Had to be.
Jerry Finn wouldn't dirty his hands with the Locust. I have to.
Let's see here. Like Snippering says again, Lewis speaks the truth. Gabe Hill says Zombie Ghost Train is the best rockabilly psychobilly. No, Zombie Ghost Train is a little embarrassing. I'm sorry, Gabe Hill. But let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next matchup here, which is going to be Matchbook Romance Stories and Alibis up against Pennywise. And we'll be going to Dylan. What do you have to say about these two matchups? This really is like a fucking. We should be almost. We need to speed this up because we already know the outcome of this. So let's keep it going.
No, these are John and I's hometown heroes.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Matchbook Romance, but Dylan, what do you got to say?
I don't like Matchbook Romance, but this record isn't bad at all. I will say if it wins, we will be burned at the stake, surely. I think the self-titled Pennywise record is pretty overrated. I don't like this one that much. But Open Door is pretty badass, so let's go with Pennywise. There's what's up with the bass on this record? It's so like low.
Non-existent. Yeah,
it sounds so like tinny.
Oh, I don't know.
Which is weird.
The
Jason's
remaster
like a baller bassist.
I think the remaster sounds better. I think they remastered it like 10 years ago or something, or maybe longer.
I mean, that's what's on Spotify, but I don't know. I remember listening to this on CD over and over again. This first Pennywise. I think it was the first Pennywise albums I even bought. I love this one. Wouldn't it be nice? Rules. Come Out Fighting, Open Door, Fun and Games, Kodiak, Side 1, Bro Him at the end. It's like full of fucking bangers. And I like the Matchbook Romance book. The Matchbook Romance album. I think it's really good. I think My Eyes Burn and The Greatest Fall of All Time are like really good post-hardcore songs. But it's this Pennywise album. This Pennywise album fucking rips. I consider this my favorite Pennywise album when I was younger, pretty easily. I think it's awesome. But go ahead, Lewis. What do you got to say?
Yeah, Matchbook Romance. We've mentioned it before, but they're like our hometown band, John. They're from Poughkeepsie. Yeah. We grew up seeing them as different names. They were Fizzle Wink, and then they were the Getaway. And they were like pretty good live. And then of course we were naturally bitter because they made it big as a band, and like it was cool that like Brett Gurewitz came to see them and stuff. But so I never really gave this record too much of a chance when I was younger. So I gave it a fresh listen today. It's pretty good. Like I don't think it's bad in any sense. It's okay. Like, and I've seen them live, like, I don't know, a ton of times. I used to open for every band that came through. But I mean, Pennywise, I think was the second Pennywise record I got. I think I heard Straight Ahead, and then I wanted to buy a next one, and I think this was the only one they had at Circuit City or Media Play or wherever the hell I went to. And I picked it up, and I love this record. I mean, you know, of course, it's a little raw. It's one of their first Epitaph release, but it's certainly better than their, you know, Theologian stuff, and it's a big step up, and a lot of memorable songs still on it, including John's favorite song, Pennywise. I know you love that song, right, John? So, yeah, I'm gonna give it to Pennywise on this one.
Yeah.
Circuit City. That's a real throwback.
I used to love on the iPod where it would say Pennywise.
Pennywise, yeah.
That's fair. But John, what do you have to say about these two records?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna we there's no big bands from Poughkeepsie. So the fact that a band from our hometown got signed to Epitaph Records, I'm gonna show some love. I'm gonna throw my vote to Matchbook Romance. I think this is a pretty good pop punk / emo album. They even made it onto Guitar Hero, not with this record, but with the next one. And I think the West for Wishing EP is also very good. So I'm gonna give my vote to the hometown band.
Yeah, I respect it. I think it's a great post-hardcore record. It's like up there with Finch's "What It Is to Burn" for me, to be honest.
I don't know about that. That Finch.
I mean, Finch's is better. I'm just saying it's in the conversation of good post-hardcore records. So, But let's see what the people are saying. Matchbook Romance 13%, Pennywise 87%. So we got a few people. We got a few people loving the Matchbook Romance. So what are the people even saying? Punk Rock Guru says for an emo-ish thing, Matchbook Romance is pretty solid. Bobby Morris says Pennywise. Shaggy Rogers says Pennywise. The first punk album I heard. Crash and Bleed says Penny. Immediately followed by Wise. Real talk though, I like that Matchbook Romance record. Jacob Willis says, like Sniffering says, how can this not be 100%? Well, John even went with Matchbook Romance, so a little bit of love for these emo boys. Epa the Panda said, listening to Matchbook Romance made me question my sexuality. I don't know what your sexuality is, but I'm glad it has you questioning it. But yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, and Danzig's cat. Where was it? It was pretty funny. I think he was like, "Don't tell Rat Patrol the Pennywise album's remastered. He hates remastered." I remember he went on a whole rant about the Face to Face remaster. He said it was horrible compared to the original. But let's move on, and we've got Heavy Petting Zoo by NoFX up against Death by Stereo, Day of the Death. So, quite a name. And we're going to me. Okay. I'll make it real quick. Death by Stereo is a totally fine band. It's a good record. All of their records are pretty damn good. NoFX Heavy Petting Zoo is gonna move on. It's a better record. It's more interesting. It's not my favorite NoFX record. I think it's the most overrated, underrated record of all time. But I think it's a great record. And we'll move on down to Lewis.
Yeah, this Death by Stereo record's okay. Like, nothing I really would listen to again. But I love Heavy Petting Zoo. I never really understood why it was such a, I don't know, like, just an album that, I'm lacking on my words tonight here. But it was such a polarizing album. There we go. I always thought it was good. I don't know. I thought, and especially like the young me thought the funny songs were funny. And I kind of liked the mix-up from the other NoFX stuff. So I always thought it was awesome. I don't think it's their worst NoFX record, especially in a world where liberal animation exists and Maximum Rock and Roll and anything they've put out after 2010 and other stuff. So I'm gonna give a hearty endorsement to Heavy Petting Zoo, but Death by Stereo I might listen to again. It was pretty okay.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. It's pretty good. Nothing wrong with Death by Stereo. John, sorry, what do you got to say about Heavy Petting Zoo versus Day of the Death?
Yeah. I actually really like this Death by Stereo album. I like Into the Valley a little more. When that comes up, I may
yeah, Into the Valley is much better.
Go to bat for it. But yeah, I'm with Lewis. I've always liked this NoFX record. Hot Dog in a Hallway has really beautiful lyrics that always resonated with me. There's a lot of really interesting stuff that goes on here. And NoFX is one of my favorite bands. Death by Stereo I think is an okay band. So let's go Heavy Petting Zoo / Eating Lamb.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I think you have the wrong album art for Motion City Soundtrack because it was supposed to be I Am the Movie. And this is the album art for Commit This to Memory.
I couldn't tell you. It's not going to matter to me either way.
It's fine. I'm just saying Commit This to Memory is still in the running. It was supposed to be I Am the Movie. All right? Because that's the one I listened to. So.
That's what I listened to too, I think.
Yeah, we all listen to I Am the Movie.
Okay, good. Just double checking.
Yeah. So, all right. But yeah, Dylan, what do you have to say about these two records?
This is a pretty good NoFX record versus a pretty good Death by Stereo record. And apples to apples, NoFX is always going to win that matchup. And we got Homophobic, Filthy Phil, Freedom Like a Shopping Cart, Bleeding Heart Disease. That's 4 for 4 on the opening tracks. Then you got Release the Hostages, What's the Matter with Kids, The Black and White, Drop the World. NoFX in Spades.
All right.
I guess that's a yes. Okay,
yeah, that's a yes. All right, so NoFX is moving on.
What was the yes or no question?
And let's check the chat. And the chat is 94% NoFX, 6% Death by Stereo. So
I feel like that's an unfair score.
Almost Remo Drive levels here.
I know, yeah. I was going to say that's a little unfair. That falsely conveys the Death by Stereo.
I mean, the Death by Stereo.
It's a pretty good record.
It's a good record.
Yeah. Go listen to that one if you guys haven't heard it before. It's pretty good.
So let's see what people are saying. And Jacob Bullis says Elliot hates this record. I'll get into my issues with this record when the time comes. It's probably going to win right now. So when there's an actual close call, we'll talk about Heavy Petting Zoo. But Punk Rock Guru says this No Effect record is awesome. Mortal Coil says whatever DD wants. Bobby Moore says no effects. Jacob Bullis says I like Heavy Petting Zoo. Lewis, where's the Eating Lamb vinyl?
I have it back there. It's the first pressing. It's pretty good.
Hey, look at that. Let's see what else. Like Sniffing says, "Hot dog in a hallway." Sound familiar, Dylan?
A good one.
The singer of Death by Stereo now sings for Manic Hispanic. Oh, okay.
No, he sings for Voodoo Glow Skulls. Maybe he sings in Manic Hispanic too, but definitely Voodoo Glow Skulls.
Yeah.
Manic Hispanic is a part-time band, right?
Yeah. Are they an Epitaph? Manic Hispanic. I used to love Ruby Cholo. Do you remember?
No.
So
yeah. Rudy Cholo rules, dude.
That's a real song. I didn't know, Chloe.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Eba the Panda says Heavy Petting Zoo is also making me question my sexuality. All right.
It will.
Well, so Danzig's Cat says this might be NoFX's best record. You can say that.
You can say it, but yeah.
Dude, I'm loving the Manic Hispanic, loving the chat.
They're so
I mean,
it's hilarious.
Miho Goes to Junior College. They have great album titles and stuff, man. It's good stuff.
I gotta listen to Ruby Cholo.
You gotta check them out. Yeah,
Ruby Cholo sounds awesome. But I guess we'll move on here and we'll start with you, Lewis. This is one of your favorite bands, I believe, right here, which is the RoboCop Kloss up against Motion City Soundtrack's "I Am the Movie." And what do you have to say about these two records here?
In a world that demanded which record would win this matchup, I will fully admit I had never heard the RoboCop Klaus. I really still can't even process the name of it. I don't really get it. I'm sure it means something. I thought it sucked though anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I think I got like 3 songs in. I'm not a big Motion City Soundtrack fan or anything, but that album is leaps and bounds better than the RoboCop Klaus. It's not even close. Like, I think I like Motion City Soundtrack more than I thought I did, because it was just the parody of listening to them back to back. But I thought Motion City Soundtrack was pretty solid. So
it's a good album. Motion City Soundtrack's a good band.
Yeah, for me, I just never really listened to them, and I only remember them from being on the sticker sheets you would get at the Warped Tour. I feel like you remember that, John? Like the whole thing, just peel them off Motion City. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Motion City Soundtrack over RoboCop. Not the movie though. The RoboCop movie beats this Motion City Soundtrack record. So,
all right, John, RoboCop Klaus. Are you a fan? Up against Motion City Soundtrack.
No, I don't like either of these bands. Pretty much everything Lewis said. Like, Motion City's just gonna edge it out because I've heard of them before, and I did not enjoy this RoboCop. Yeah, I don't really like either of these records, man. I think Motion City is really overrated. Like, I don't see the appeal with this band. It's just kind of goofy, kind of middle school pop punk. I don't really like it. But give me Motion City just because. I'm going to try and fix the album art real fast, too.
It's all good. Edges it out. I'm already triggered. Well,
he doesn't goon it out. Motion City Soundtrack is an extremely aggressively forgettable band. And I also want to draw attention to the fact this era of pop punk was like the quirky, weird instrument in the band. Fucking Yellowcard had the electric violin dude. And then Motion City Soundtrack, for some inexplicable reason, has a synthesizer going all over the fucking place. Which you don't need on a pop punk record. This RoboCop thing fucking sucks ass, though, so Motion City Soundtrack gets a second life here.
All right.
We all agree that RoboCop movie is good, though, right?
Yeah, the RoboCop movie is awesome. It's like one of the best 80s action movies. So,
you guys take anything out of this stream, go watch RoboCop if you haven't seen it. It rules.
I mean,
it's not the best Arnold movie, though. What's
hard here? I think
Arnold isn't in RoboCop.
Yeah, I think
it's Peter Weller is RoboCop.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger's not in RoboCop.
Oh, that's a Terminator. I'm fucking stupid.
I was gonna say, Motion City Soundtrack is a great band, and for the time, they were really unique as a pop punk band. Nobody else was doing this style that they were doing. Just because Yellow Card has a violin, there was not a lot of people using like a synthesizer. And Don't Call It a Comeback is like such an awesome song. And they just like a really solid band that's really fun. And I mean, like all these remote core bands you listen to, like they use their keyboards and fucking Screeching Weasel and stuff like that. It's like no different than Motion City Soundtrack using the synthesizer. So I don't get the hate that you're gonna.
The difference is Benjamin is
using a different instrument just to add a little bit of fun to the record. It's a great record. I Am the Movie. Motion City Soundtrack's a good band, and I'll stand by it. And I'll give it to Motion City Soundtrack. But I mean, they're up against RoboCop Claws, so they get a free pass even if I hated them. But because that record's
RoboCop Claws.
RoboCop Claws.
Yeah.
the difference is Benjamin Foster is smart enough not to pay someone as a full-time member of the band to play keyboard periodically throughout the songs.
No difference. But
He's a frugal shrewd businessman.
And so, but we'll end the poll here. We've got 88% to Motion City Soundtrack. So I think most people are just memeing and picking RoboCop Claws. I don't know. I can feel like
I haven't heard one positive thing about it.
Is somebody a RoboCop Claws fan? Please let me know what you like about him. I gotta know. But John's about to do the giveaway right now.
Yeah, I had it open. So this was the from the Lagwagon video and the post for Seth Campbell's gonna be. We're gonna give out these. It's Fat Wreck Flash Art. You're gonna get Lagwagon, Swingin' Utters, Frenzel Rom, No Effects. There's some other stuff in here too. There's like stickers and some sketches like No Effects and other stuff in there. So
Is there a horse that I'm missing here?
there may be a horse in there, possibly. I didn't open it. There's a lot of stuff in there. So how many times do we want to randomize it, guys? Somebody in the chat just say a number.
All right, first number I see.
The first number is how many times we randomize it.
3.
There you go.
Murderaholics.
84.
Yeah, do it 84
All
times,
right,
John.
it's LC
Bartholomew.
That's who wins. I don't know.
That
if they're in here.
guy. Where's the confetti and stuff? You got that on a layer on here?
I'm the worst unpacker ever. I have not even hooked this up yet, so there's no confetti yet.
Oh, just imagine it, everybody.
Let me see if they're on. I don't know if that was a YouTube.
Yeah, LC Bartholomew. Let's go.
Instagram.
Is he in the chat?
Congrats.
Oh,
Instagram.
Instagram.
Still in chat. Yeah.
Is he in chat?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
He
let's
likes
see.
Rust, too. He likes Rust. That's the right choice. The right man won. Rust is a good song.
Oh, yeah.
Is LC in here or no? Are you guys joking?
I don't think he's in here. No.
It's me.
It's Dylan.
It's my alt account.
His alt account. All right.
Should we do somebody else?
No, I mean, I it was just meant to be announcing it, right? We'll have to get in contact with him. Yeah.
Again,
So-
I did not
Okay.
plan this very well, as usual.
Good job, John.
And
Hopefully
thank
we know who
you.
he is, how to find him. Otherwise, look on Discord for a second.
Well, who was
round to
second?
get
Who was
away.
second place? If we can't find him, who was second place?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Don't get their hopes up.
Scott Brush It.
Okay, it's Scott in the Discord. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Scott Rayner.
Yeah.
Fan club.
All
Thank
right.
you to Seth Amphetamine
Hell
for
yeah.
providing
Yes.
the prize. Hopefully you enjoy it, Bartholomew. And cherish it the rest of your days.
All right. I guess we'll go on to the next round here, and we've got. I forget who's going. I think it's John, right?
That's John.
Yeah, so
Reset.
John, we've got Bouncing Souls, Hopeless Romantic up against Pennywise from the Ashes. What do you have to say?
Yeah. Pennywise. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. It's Pennywise.
Okay, and Dylan.
Damn it! You pulled a me and went super fast, and I don't have time to think about it. I generally like the Bouncing Souls more than the Wise Pennies. Even though this is one of their weaker albums, I mean I like Bullying the Jukebox and Kid and
It's like
the weak points are the more mid tempo songs, which is funny because I just said Bullying the Jukebox. But I don't know. I don't like the more rock and roll type shit on here. I feel like that's a weak spot for the Souls. But I mean, there's enough good shit on here to go with the Bouncing Souls.
Yeah, okay, thank God. I mean, it's easily the Bouncing Souls, I would say. I mean, it's a much more memorable record than the Pennywise one. The Pennywise one isn't bad by any means, but I mean, this is definitely like coming off of the heels of Land of the Free. It's definitely like one of the more forgettable ones. It feels like just a part 2 of that with like a B-side. There's some good songs, but I feel like Hopeless Romantic is just it has a lot more standout tracks that I'm definitely listening to, even if the full album is a little weak.
I missed Wish Me Well, You Can Go to Hell as well. I like that.
That's
song.
a great song with the singer, the girl singer. Who's that from? Is on there as well.
I don't know that she's in a band.
No, it's just okay. Huh.
I don't know.
Guys, watch our recent video about why there aren't more women in punk rock. Well,
All right, Lewis.
Am I up? Okay. Yeah, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna probably disappoint people because I'm going Pennywise all day.
It's
I
gotta
mean,
be.
Okay.
I go back and I listen to the Souls. Like, I'll listen to Summer Vacation or Acres Away at least, once or twice a year, probably. I really never go back to Hopeless Romantic, maybe a couple of songs, but I like From the Ashes. I think it's a really good record. And like I said, it came out like when we were coming of age, when John and I were registering for the draft and doing all those good things. So I don't think you have to do that anymore, by the way. I heard maybe
Back in 1972, everybody.
Man, at that point, we thought we might have to go to war, so it wasn't that cool.
When you turn 18,
yeah.
you're like auto drafted.
Oh, back then you used to have to actually like do a form or some shit. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I had to do it.
Oh yeah, now I think it's auto. But yeah, I'm going Pennywise. We'll let the chat decide. It seems like they're gonna lean into the Souls, so it'll fall where it falls.
You guys,
You have to like check up. Now you have to check a box or some shit when you get. I don't remember when you get your license or they send you some shit in the mail, and basically if you don't like sign it, like you're like go to jail. Basically, like it's not an option.
Don't worry, I have bone spurs. I'm not going nowhere. It's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so
See what the chat says.
Trump
The
meta.
chat is 73% Bouncing
Oh
Souls,
my
27% Pennywise. And John's upset.
This album
He
is
is-
just like a name only. I feel like
He's apoplectic.
it's
The
not
bouncing,
actually good.
Pennywise is way bigger than the Bouncing Souls.
But this record, Hopeless Romantic, it's just like their shtick, like their like slogan. But this actually is not that good of a record.
No, True Believers.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
some
like,
slogan.
there's a lot of good songs in here, dude. I don't know. I don't know. You already got Land of the Free. That's all that really matters when it comes to the early 2000s.
Yeah, but you guys are talking
Pennywise.
about From the Ashes like it's the Fuse. Like this is a really good album.
It's not diffused. It's not a
Good
bad
record,
album.
yeah.
I shouldn't be so harsh on it. I just think it's a lot more forgettable than Land of the Free, to be honest.
Mid-period Pennywise record.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good. Like I think, like, was it Fall Apart is a really good song, and God Save the
That's
USA.
a 1208 song, bro.
No, they have a song called that. Falling Down. My bad, not Falling Apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1208's the next.
all right, well the
bracket.
Souls move on. It's whatever.
All right, so the Souls move on, and we're going down to. I feel like we'll probably be a sweep here, but Dylan, start us off with the Dwarves versus Union 13.
The band with lewd images on their album covers. That's my pick.
Okay, the Dwarves. Yeah, I'll go with the Dwarves as well. I mean, I don't have much to say. The Dwarves album kicks ass. Union 13's like whatever.
Yeah, it's not close. Dwarves record all day. This Union 13, I could see maybe thinking it was cool if I listened to it when I was 18 and never heard anything else, but whatever. Dwarves way better.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just lock it up, guys. Come on.
Yeah, it's just the Dwarves.
Let's go next.
All right. The chat also agrees. 80% the Dwarves, 20% Union 13. We'll end the poll there. Next up, we've got Tiger Army, Music from Region Beyond, up against Pennywise. I feel like Music from Region Beyond could beat some Pennywise records. I think it's a really good Tiger Army record. I don't think it can beat this one. I think this is like such a solid Pennywise record from front to back. It's one of my favorite. I've listened to this thing over and over again, wore it out of my CD player, so I'm definitely going self-titled here. Luke, what do you
Yeah,
have to-
I'm with you. I think I might be more on the fence if it was Tiger Army 3. Maybe it would be a little bit closer. I mean,
you're in agreement. That's a better record than 4, right? With me,
I agree. Yeah, I love 3.
Oh yeah,
I think
3 is
I
awesome.
can't, depending on 3 or 2, it depends on which one I'm in the mood for.
Yeah.
They're very different vibes, right? But I think they're both equally really good.
And
But
everyone
4
was saying 4 was better than 3, and I like highly disagree. I think 4 is good, but
But this Pennywise record is a classic. I like them. You know, I like the Pennywise record probably just a little bit more. There's going to be better Pennywise records in here, but I think we're not going to give Tiger Army just the pass that easy. So Pennywise.
yes. John, what do you have to say about
Yeah.
Pennywise? Say 3 times he appears.
I think that From the Ashes is a better album, but that's the name of the game, from my opinion. But yeah, it's gonna be Pennywise, even though I would take. This is not in my top 5 or 6 Pennywise albums, I'll say.
That's why we need saves, John. Bring them back. All right, Dylan, what do you have to say about Tiger Army versus Pennywise?
I think I'm gonna backtrack on what I said about this Pennywise record being overrated. I'm going through it now and doing my research, and I mean, there's quite a few songs I would consider classic Pennywise songs here. Like I called out "Open Door," but also "Living for Today." You said Kodiak, also "No Reason Why." Obviously, of course, the Hymn of the Brothers.
The best version of it too. It's way better than the Full Circle version.
Yeah, pretty much. It is better than the Full Circle version for sure.
Full Circle.
So
I fully agree.
Uh,
we'll vote for the Clown Band. I'm a clown.
All right.
We vote for the Clown Band.
All right, the Tigers have lost to the Clowns. So, and let's see what the people are saying. It's a little closer than I thought it was going to be. Pennywise 64%, Tiger Army 36%. So
Yeah.
It's
A silent
showing.
majority.
that's a good
No-
showing from Tiger Army, honestly.
Good showing. Yeah, I mean, I think the only person. Well, you and I genuinely like this Tiger Army. So I mean,
Yeah.
these other guys.
I mean, I would love to see a Tiger Army album move on. It's just they get like the worst matchups, like Pumpkin Drublick and the first Pennywise record. It's like ridiculous.
Our Moonlight is going to poke up somewhere here, right? It's a rock.
Yeah.
We'll
See what happens. It's gonna go up against like So Long.
Yeah, it'll be bad.
All right, so the final one here, which is going to be you, Lewis, is going to be Heavy Petting Zoo up against Motion City Soundtrack. I Am the Movie. Though I just
Despite what the
album
cover
art
art
is just
says.
a memory. Yeah. So
We are going to go with Eating Lamb over Motion City Soundtrack for all the reasons we said earlier. I think that Motion City Soundtrack is pretty good, but I'd never listen to it again, and I know for sure that I'm going to listen to Heavy Petting Zoo for all the previous reasons. It's a good album. I don't care if people think it's the dark horse it rocks. So, yeah, go with Little No Effects here.
all right, John, what do you have to say about this matchup?
Not much. I mean, it's gonna be No Effects, Heavy Petting Zoo. That's all I have to say. This is very clear.
All right. You're supposed to shit on Motion City Soundtrack a little.
I already
bit.
did.
I was
You
supposed
yelled
to
at
get all
me.
upset.
Yeah.
I didn't
Go on
I
some
didn't yell
fucking
at you.
tirade about how no one else played generic pop punk music in the early 2000s.
It's different. They're not like other bands from the 2000s. You gotta admit that.
I'm not like the
all right,
other
Dylan,
girls.
go ahead.
The last
He's not
time
like
I
the
thought
other.
about Motion City Soundtrack, that My Dinosaur Life thing just came out, and I saw it at.
Yeah, I remember that.
They had it
Hot
at
Topic.
Target like a week early,
Okay.
and I tried to buy it, and they said it wouldn't let them ring it up at the register. And then I was like, "Fuck these guys."
Yeah, fuck Motion City Soundtrack. Fucking
So
get some
No
barcodes.
Effects, because No Effects never disappointed me. I bought poster at Target without
Wait.
issue.
Okay. Yeah. Well, shut up for a second, Elliot. Just end the vote. End the vote. End the vote. End the vote. End the vote.
It's a hundo.
Okay. I ended it. I did. I already did. I'm working on it.
Did it?
We did it. 100%. Nobody loves Motion City soundtrack.
We had to have one. Sorry to cut
Historical moment.
Okay, I was like so perplexed what was going on. I was like,
every time we kind of peter at the edge there, someone suddenly gets I have empathy in my heart. Let me go.
No,
They're just trolling. They're just trolling.
It's Doug. He comes in here as an agent of chaos just to mess up the percentages. But yeah, I'm gonna go with NoFX Heavy Petting Zoo as well. If I'll say this, if this was Commit This to Memory by Motion City soundtrack, I would actually say it's debatable. But we'll go with Heavy Petting Zoo here.
Oh,
Let's do it to chat.
that was something.
Why we made it through. This is supposed to be quick. I don't know what happened.
I thought it was. It's kind of fun when we have like easy softballs here. So
3 out of 4 of the last were debatable, so those were good ones.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like this is the most. I feel like this is like the outcome that I expected, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
somebody had to have won this. Someone had to have won
yeah, so
this
somebody
bracket.
had to get perfect. I guarantee you, a couple people got perfect predictions here. So.
Let's check that real quick.
Only one that I could have seen going the other way is the Pennywise bouncing souls,
almost
maybe,
punk enough since I
case.
picked Drain to win their side of the bracket, so my bracket.
Oh boy!
You had to know, John, and me are big Dwarves fans. We're Dwarves defenders. So,
Rat Patrol has the final 4. He actually.
Did he do it?
Oh, he almost had it. He was 1 off. He picked that fucking RoboCop dog shit over the Motion City soundtrack. Every single other one is correct except for that Rat Patrol.
It's like the most obvious one. I feel like maybe not the most obvious. Maybe like Pennywise up against Matchbook. I mean, no, Tiger Army up against the Locust. If it was even more obvious, maybe. I don't know.
That's the easy pick.
Don't go in the Epitaph.
Man, there's so many that are just 1 off. Like even on the entire list, they're just 1 off. Immortal Coil is 1 off on the finals, but he picked the Locust to be in Final 4.
Did he really? I feel like he's just fucking around.
You think we're high artists? We're gonna pick the mathcore band here?
That's outrageous.
Yes, I respect the art. I'm not here to be.
I'm like, I don't enjoy this at all, and it's unlistenable.
but well done,
well done, bravo.
Anyway, before we wrap up, something that needs to be addressed from last week. I demand justice for Eggs Benedict, you motherfucker. Why did that is not a C tier or D tier, whatever you put that in. Eggs Benedict is S tier.
John likes donuts and cinnamon rolls and eggs. That's all he likes.
Put a fucking egg and some hollandaise on top of a donut. Maybe he'll like it then.
So, I mean, do we have time for random bracket, or should we just call it here?
Nah.
I'm just gonna do it again to make you guys mad.
No.
The same breakfast one. New pizza topping.
Every Pokemon ranked by Premier League table best football players. That's a soccer player, brother.
Puck Rocker says Eggs Benny goes hard.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
What is the one?
Best.
I forget what we said.
Pizza toppings.
It was gonna be cereal, I thought.
Oh, we can do cereal. Go for it.
All right, let's go.
American cereal.
Lightning round.
Oh my god.
All right.
Holy.
Honeycomb
All right, never
solid.
mind.
Honeycomb solid
What?
C tier.
Yeah,
There's too
I
many.
agree.
There's
I agree.
Yeah. All right. What else is there? What's next?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch S.
Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is definitely out.
Wheaties D.
I can't tell what these even fucking are.
Yeah,
These. I'm looking at my phone, and this is so small to me.
Oh,
Sorry.
Did you put alphabets in S tier, John?
Alphabets are good, man. I love alphabet. All right, let's do this one's easier.
Okay, Apple Jacks
yeah.
is a solid B tier. Like, it's a good one, but it's nothing great. Okay, apparently it's D tier. Captain Crunch, Captain Crunch should not.
Cereal at least sucks.
Dude, Captain
Cheerios
Crunch
is
is at least a
Cheerios
C tier.
above Cinnamon Toast Crunch, dude? That's crazy.
This
Cocoa
dude has no
Krispies?
taste buds.
Cocoa
Cocoa
Pebbles are
Krispies
good.
blow.
Cocoa Pebbles are
Puff.
better than Cocoa Krispies. Cookie Crisp can be D. Overrated.
This is a look
I like
into the
Corn
mind
Flakes.
of a madman, ladies and
Pops are
gentlemen.
right.
Let's just see what he goes with here, because
Crunch Berries need to be at least up in the B tier. Frosted Flakes, that low.
fruity
Fruity
Pebbles that low? Are you nuts?
Fruity
Honey
Pebbles
Bunches
suck.
of Oats are
It's like
baller.
chemicals. That's crazy.
Honey Bunches
what
of
is
Oats
this?
S tier.
This is like my dad's.
Do not put raisin. Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, Raisin Bran Crunch though, right?
80-year-old
Crazy.
fucking man cereal.
It's crazy. Sure.
It's gonna be special
What
K in
the
S tier. I knew
Oh,
it. I knew it.
Special K is pretty good actually.
Oh,
Shredded
my
wheat.
God.
A tier.
There, that's
Like crazy. That's an insane tier list, John. I mean, I'll say this: some of them are right. Trick sucks. Fruity Pebbles sucks. Lucky Charms and Fruit
Dude,
Loops
Fruity
are better.
Pebbles.
Cocoa
fucking
Krispies
clutch,
over Cocoa
Pretty-
Krispies and Pebbles over Puffs is absolutely heinous.
What?
I cannot
No,
believe
Cocoa
that.
Pebbles is
Cocoa
way better
Pebbles.
than Puffs.
Puffs
Cocoa
are
Pebbles, wait,
no.
Puffs suck.
The Pebbles
I
are
agree.
trash.
Why do you
Little
hate
shit
Fruity
nuggets.
cereal?
I
It's
think-
the best cut now.
Yeah.
Fruity cereal.
I
sucks.
don't like
Reese's
Fruity
Puffs
cereal,
should be higher though.
Yeah.
Reese's Puffs aren't bad. I think we got them a little low here. They're pretty tasty. They're way better
Reese's
than Cocoa
Puffs,
Puffs.
Reese's Puffs. Oh yeah,
mean,
Reese's Puffs too,
I
man.
fuck
Holy
with
shit.
Raisin Bran, but I add extra raisins every time I get it.
I don't know. Raisin Bran Crunch is fucking.
Yeah, Raisin Bran-
Cheerios and shredded wheat is just like cardboard.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
shredded
what is
wheat's
going
like
on?
literally like if you're struggling with bowel movements.
Yeah,
Where
it's
did
fiber.
where did Honey Nut Cheerios end up? Is it even in the
it's
list?
right here. It's A. They're delicious.
Blair
How is that not S? It's the best cereal.
Yeah, it is good.
Where's Corn Pops?
Blair
Where's that
McMacken
at?
says we need to have a serious
Corn
conversation
Pops.
about this cereal stuff.
Yeah, everybody put your cereal tier list in the same thread that we have the brackets in.
Let's see here. Almost Punk Enough says Life in S and Fruit Loops and D is the craziest take I've
Oh my
seen.
God.
Life cereal rules.
It's
dude.
so
Life
good.
is awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
Life cereals.
Yeah.
There's like
Of
there's
course,
nothing
Life-
else that tastes like it either.
Yeah, Life's great.
Okay.
Life's great. Fruit Loops, like I don't think Fruit Loops are D, but they're definitely not S tier.
I'm
like a
disappointed
C.
in the omission of the those Target seasonal cereals like the
Send the link to this in the Discord. I mean,
Crunch
it's just a
Berries.
website tier list. I mean, I'll post it. It's fine.
Here, hold on. I'll just
Count Chocula.
I mean, we can make a forum where it's just random tier list if you guys just want to do them. So
We
there
put,
it
where
is.
did Lucky Charms end up in D? I agree with that.
I hate
I
it.
deservedly
love
so.
Lucky
I think
cereals.
marshmallow cereals are way overrated. I never
Yeah,
got
Lucky
it.
Charms
Yeah.
suck.
It tastes
Yeah,
like
Fruit Loops are all the
styrofoam.
same flavor. Exactly, they're multicolored and they all taste the same. That is like a sin.
Tastes like
I feel like though
diabetes.
you guys are not giving Fruity Pebbles a fair shake, man. Like I
Look,
think
Fruity-
they're
look,
on
I'll
par
say
with
this.
Cocoa Pebbles. They're just
I'll-
like a different vibe, but they're so good.
I'll say this: Fruity Pebbles are better than Tricks and Fruit Loops easily.
Agreed. Yeah,
So-
well, that's not. Yeah, not a
What
question.
the hell is
Yeah.
this? Condiments? But why is it half vegetables?
Hold on, John, you're going too fast.
Is this
All-
pizza? Why is there ketchup?
Yeah,
for
there's
a
there's
fucking
like
pizza?
really weird stuff in here.
Yeah, what is going on? Who puts Tabasco on pizza? Is there
Oh,
sure
a lot
this
of
is not
people.
burgers?
I'm more of a Valentina or a Tapatio on pizza guy.
Put
Yeah.
sardine. You got to put anchovies in S tier, dude.
no.
Anchovies in S tier all day.
What are those,
Anchovies
like,
and green
shit
olives
balls?
is a goated pizza.
Ham is
Anchovies and green
dog
olives.
shit.
I'd say pepperoni is the classic S.
I mean, pepperoni is okay. I'd put it in B. I'd prefer like the meatball or something like that.
Well, I like meatball and onions. My favorite. on a
meatball and
pizza.
onions is
What's
good.
that like bowl of diarrhea on the top left?
Yeah, olives is not no fucking way, dude. You hate olives,
I hate
John?
olives.
Yeah, olives are gross.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
Olives ruin.
rule.
Olives can single-handedly ruin anything. Just
That's
like
crazy.
just the residual olives, like is just
The
terrible.
juice.
Yeah.
I can't stand olives.
I'm
Green
with
olives
you,
are
Elliot. They're good. They're not
They're
my
good.
top tier, but they're good. Yeah.
Also,
I put
basil.
olives at least A. Like, you know,
Ugh.
mushrooms also S tier. Mushrooms
Is
on
that
pizza is awesome.
broccoli?
Mushrooms are up there.
Yeah, mushrooms and ham. That's a combo, dude.
You guys
The
are
pepperoncinis or pepperoncinis
Yeah, these are good.
on the side. On the side. No, the
Chicken,
the-
pepperoni, and bacon is the most underrated pizza. That combination, I mean, it sounds like it's
Yeah, chicken and bacon are good.
Feta and ricotta are underrated toppings. Ricotta is awesome. I don't know about
Well, like
feta pizza.
white pizza obviously
Yeah.
is good. So.
Yeah,
The
ricotta.
worst is
I love
barbecue
ricotta.
on barbecue sauce on a pizza is a crime.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Like,
yeah,
the ketchup
Well, if it's
too,
a specialty
yeah.
pie. It's
no,
different, you know?
barbecue chicken
No,
pizza. is
inexcusable.
trash. Yeah, get it.
Papa
Papa
like barbecue
John's gave me
chicken
that
pizza?
shit one time.
No,
I almost
yeah, it
fucking
sucks.
shot the place up.
I think it sucks. I don't want my
We used to
barbecue.
do
pizza.
the place I worked. We used to do a barbelo chicken, and it was a mixture of barbecue and buffalo, and it was pretty fucking good.
Are those carrots?
There's strawberries too. John, put strawberries in S tier. For
Yeah, D tier for sure. At fruit should not. I mean, pineapple's the only one who
Are
kind of
those
can make.
shredded carrots
fruit-
I'm seeing?
Yeah, pineapple works occasionally with ham, but not too often. Like I'm never ordering a pineapple pizza, but if someone has it, I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm like
That
whatever.
avocado. Is that
Pickles
guacamole?
on there. Pickles on pizza are pretty good. Be honest.
I had a
Yeah.
hamburger pizza one time that had like pickles and stuff. It was not
Yeah.
bad, honestly.
Yeah,
So,
agreed. Yeah,
I mean, John,
that's why I had it.
anything that's not plain cheese is not going in S for John.
No,
So we already
yeah,
know
there's
this.
it's must
Yeah.
have, and there's none.
Yeah,
No, there is. You see the third from the right. There's a pile of cheese.
Yeah, there's a pile of cheese right down there.
There you go. You got your.
Yeah, keep going over. It's right next to the red sauce.
The green thing is not cheese. I hate to
That's the
disappoint you.
4-cheese pizza.
There you go. I don't know what any of the other stuff. Well, I guess green peppers is like whatever.
We still have 35 people watching. You just poorly ranked pizza toppings.
Bated
Pretty
breath.
impressive.
I don't disagree with much here.
Yeah.
Ketchup
I
on
mean-
pizza is wild. Who would?
I
do
mean,
that?
I would say this: all the D tiers except shrimp on pizza is the crime as well. But olives, that's the only one I disagree with. So sauce ranch on pizza, disgusting. Chicken
Yeah.
bacon ranch shit, get out of here.
I
What
like
about
that
those
too.
big ass like globs of mozzarella or whatever? Like the
Lewis's
big
fat kid
pads.
moment.
Oh, well, yeah, like a grandma's pizza has the cuts
Yeah.
mozzarella, but then the white pizza has
Yeah.
ricotta, like Elliot was saying, ricotta.
Deserts.
Ricotta.
American,
My-
use the American pronunciation.
Oh, this is
My
nice
my
scream
Malay
on
says crushed red pepper and parmesan. That's also good. Sometimes I like just plain cheese, but sometimes I do like the crushed red pepper and parmesan.
You misspelled desserts, so it's gonna give you shitty results.
Yeah.
Too
Wait,
much.
I-
Yeah, Gobi is S tier for sure.
Best
Mojave is A tier.
Sahara.
What do we got?
Oh.
Desert.
Oh, the plain
Oh.
cheesecake, bro. That is S
What?
all the way. The white
Wait, what is
cheesecake.
that?
Macaron-
Macarons
I
or
love-
whatever?
That thing,
macaroons.
holy
S tier?
fuck.
That shit's overrated.
I
bro.
love macaroons.
Dude,
That's
those are.
crazy.
What is that thing?
Yeah,
that,
they're not
that-
S tier. They're good.
They're not
though,
S tier. They're good. I like B, baby. I'll pop a couple of them out.
I like brownies.
the plain cheesecake, dude. Oh my god.
Red velvet can go.
Oh, Red
in.
Velvet.
Yeah, red
Yeah.
velvet's ass.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you guys. Red Velvet rules.
Red velvet's just food dye.
Yeah,
dude.
see, John, nice job, dude. No, it's like real red velvet has a flavor.
Yeah.
It's not the food dye one.
Yeah, cheesecake is S tier.
Apple pie is overrated. I hate to say it, it is.
No, apple
Yeah.
pie is S tier.
Pumpkin
Easy.
pie?
With vanilla ice cream,
It's God
S tier.
tier.
Easy S tier.
No,
Dylan
that
hates
goes on the
America,
pumpkin
confirmed.
I
do.
know, I know. Real communist.
Death to
moment here
America.
for
Fuck
Dylan.
apple pie.
Yeah, apple crisp and vanilla ice cream.
Dude,
Exactly. Go to combination.
Apple pie with a slice of American cheese on it. Like I would never have done that in my life, and then I
What?
tried it at someplace delicious. Telling
What
you.
the
Yeah,
hell?
Jacob Willis says apple pie and vanilla ice cream is made by the gods. I agree.
American
apple
moment.
pie has to be. Is macarons going to be the only S tier, John? This is insane.
Is
The
this,
donut is falling quite a bit.
Donut was a S tier for breakfast.
Yeah,
Fell
I mean,
off.
S tier for dessert.
this is much steeper competition here.
Okay.
You gotta put the cheesecake. The white cheesecake's gotta go to the top. I'm telling you.
Eh.
I mean, John,
Very
regular cheesecake is
okay.
real strong, dude.
Very understated,
You just
subtle.
put cheesecake in
sleeper
D tier.
I don't like
Yeah.
cheesecake. Is this
I hate
first one
cheesecake.
fried dough? I can't see what it is.
I can't tell
I
what
can't
any of
see
this
either.
stuff is, dude. If you can't tell, I can't. Pumpkin pie is S tier, dude.
I think it's
Pie-
just straight up cookie dough.
Pumpkin
Come on.
pie is D tier.
Oh!
You're just doing this to spite me, dude.
Yeah, I don't. You put cheesecake in D tier. What do you think he's gonna do to pumpkin pie, dude?
I don't know. It's not cheese.
Is that like a French silk you just threw in C? What is that? It's like
What
a
is
chocolate cream
going
pie.
on? Oh my
Italian
God,
ice.
dude.
God, and B.
Pumpkin pie and D. How do you hate pumpkin pie, dude? That's like insane.
What about pumpkin cheesecake, John?
Pumpkin cheesecake is awesome.
I don't
That
really,
shit's
I don't
so
really
good.
like cheesecake at all.
You ever had apple pie cheesecake? That shit's good too. It's
yeah,
like
dude.
basically apple pie on top and the cheesecake on the bottom. Oh my god, dude! It was one of
Dude,
the best things I've ever eaten.
Somebody's just like, let's just just jamming cheesecake with any other dessert makes it just so good. I mean, you just can't go wrong.
Jacob Willis says John needs to be studied.
He needs to be said. Yeah, these choices are
This is the craziest dessert tier list I've ever seen.
macaroons S tier, nothing better.
Brownies didn't even make it to S tier. Fucking brownies.
I'd say this is like number 2. I do like that.
Yeah, I was like, how did brownies not make the cut?
Fucking macaroons in S tier. It's like the most bourgeois pick of all time.
Still not even that good.
I will say that s'mores are like the most overrated snack ever. The s'more flavor
They're
itself
okay.
is
Yeah,
way
yeah. I mean,
better than
s'mores are for a
s'mores.
campfire. It's for when you're camping.
They're
with
not
friends.
even that good. Like I don't really feel like they even go that well together.
Bible Dump Podcast says this is the most punk John has ever been. You're really breaking the rules here.
Let's fucking end this thing.
Yeah, we gotta end this, dude. This is the longest stream ever.
I
3
gotta go
tier lists.
I'm running to the grocery store and I want to go now.
Yeah, dude. I'm about to DoorDash some macarons. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, punkrockradar.com. .limitedrun.com. Buy records. The new record that just went up for pre-order from John can say who it is because I forgot already.
Small state.
He forgot already too.
No, small state. Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you cut
Small
out. Yeah, you cut
State's new record, Poorly Trained Professionals. I remember that part. On 2 unique color variants, blue and orange. Limited to 100 copies each. Go ahead and buy that fucking thing if you like pop punk, such as Motion City Soundtrack, of course. But better. And other records that are also very good, and shirts and all that stuff.
There's what
Link in the description.
This is new. Never before seen.
Oh, new hoodie too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Buy things with your money. Or Bitcoin.
This one is dope, guys. I would actually wear this one when I get my promo.
He doesn't wear any of the other shirts. He's like, they're all
The 1 week it goes below 70 degrees here.
I did wear one of my shirts, so it was good. I enjoyed it. I felt very proud. It had my name on it. It was funny.
Yeah, it has your name on it.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but it's funny. But these are dope. I think you guys should get these ones. These are cool.
All right, hell yeah. So, all right, guys,
thank
let's
you,
wrap
everybody.
this up. It was a great time. John triggered everybody with his tier list picks. We argued about a bunch of records that didn't really matter because the outcome was predetermined anyways, and we are out of
Scripted.
here.
Bye-bye.
Later, guys.